Welcome to Vocab TV, and as always, I'm your host, Mr. Vocab TV Talik. Now, as you can see, sitting to my left, we have the lovely Meeka Claxton, and we definitely want to talk about all of the things that you're working on now. I know you have a lot of things in the works moving forward into 2012 and into 2013. So give us a quick synopsis of some of the projects that you're working on moving forward.
Well, I'm in production now. I have 2 shows that I'm working on, and my husband and I do have Claxton Productions where we're doing indie films, a little bit more gritty, urban, so we're trying to bring like that Wire feel back for all the Wire type fans, Oz fans. And then, I have my girls' clothing line, Privileged. It's real hot, real trendy. Right now, it's the talk of the Vogue band Beanie, Kid Style Source. They're saying it's LA cool meets New York hip, so I'm really loving that feeling right now. So everybody sees where I'm going with it.
So we definitely want to, touch base on you doing the designer thing. Like, what actually sparked the mind behind you wanting to become a designer?
Well, I've always been putting together looks for my girls. I kind of been their stylist since my husband's been playing. So it's like one of those things. I'll go out in a t-shirt and some stilettos, but my girls got to be hot to death. And so people used to say once they hit that age of 2, when you kind of don't really find cute things anymore, they're in those walker shoes, and it's really like that in-between stage. People used to say to me, like, where do you get their clothes? But I was really buying, cutting, pinning, sewing, and just like bringing that New York feel, that New York hotness to little kids' clothing at that time. And, we'd be living in Oklahoma and everything. So it's crazy.
Yeah, so we would definitely say it's a real good route to take to go into kids' clothing, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be nice. So, we want to talk about a little bit about your personal life, being a wife, being a mother, and also juggling TV and things like that. Like, how hard or how easy was it for you to adjust to, being the wife of a basketball player and then, doing the reality show?
Being a wife of a basketball player is an adjustment in itself. You could be doing nothing, it's still an adjustment, but imagine throwing like businesswoman and mommy in there. It's kind of crazy, but you kind of have to have your priorities set. And for me, my kids, my husband, they come first. Holidays, we're flying out wherever he is if he's not playing in town. If it's just interfering, like more recently, my older daughter and my little daughter are both in school, and they'll have programs, and if I can't be somewhere because of it, I just can't be somewhere because of it. It is what it is. You got to redo it. But they're not going to be like my mommy, and nobody was there for me. So that takes precedence over everything. So you just really have to have your priorities in check. It's not about, being a star. It's not about that. Honestly, television, no one should be on television unless they're an actress going on television just to be on television. It's a platform. And before the show, had businesses. I have a relocation company in Atlanta. Unfortunately, you guys didn't really get to see that, even though we shot a lot of it. But that's another story. I've always been about my business. I'm about my money and my family. So it's a platform. That's what it's supposed to be used as, plain and simple.
Absolutely, and we definitely want to, touch base with, TV and the way the show actually portrays you or try to portray you, because like I said, I met you before several times, and I definitely love your personality, definitely love the way you are, and like you was telling us all about your businesses and things like that. It's a lot more to Meeka Claxton than met the eye on television. So would you be able to even give us a rundown on actually why a lot was taken away from you?
You know what? It's funny you even said that, because, I used to tell people all the time, you're catching 90, you're not even getting 99.9% of me. You're getting less than 1% of us on television. And then at the same time, you got to remember other factors play into what you are seeing. And people think they know, but they obviously really don't know. And, I just feel that sometimes people get intimidated by another strong woman. I'm not rah-rah. That's not even my style. I'm about, like I said, my money and my family. And when you have someone like that, that's on the grind and younger than you, sometimes you kind of be like, oh, God, let me step back. So, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Nothing really was taken from me from the show, because I used to tell people all the time, follow me on Twitter or something like that. Get to know the real me. You're getting me 24/7 with something like that, because it's me tweeting. It's not my assistant. It's not my husband. My kids might jump on it. No, I'm just kidding. They don't jump on Twitter at all. But you're getting me 24/7. If I'm in a bad mood, if I'm in a good mood, if I'm just want to, cut up, whatever, it's me. And I've had people, no lie, more than on one occasion, tell me that, I have to apologize because I was one of the people coming at you. And I see that this really cannot be you. I followed you on Twitter. So I'm like, wow, Twitter is that powerful that you really get the inside look. And I swear to you, that's happened more than one occasion. And I'm like, I keep trying to tell y'all. So it's cool. I tell people all the time, just follow me, kind of get to know me. And that's it.
So let's ask about, some of the different personalities. I know a lot of the personalities clash. Was that the case with any of your cast members? Was it the fact that some of them may have secretly hated on you to try to hold you back from actually getting more exposure on the television show?
Honestly, I really didn't see that when we were shooting. I tell people this and they don't really get it. I'm a cool ass chick, just off jump. That's just me. Ain't no follower, ain't no wannabe, never that. I got my own, I got more than, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to get like me. So that was like, are you serious? It's just me, I'm a cool person. So what transpired is I'm trying to show somebody that really wasn't my character. But it is what it is. When you had me come on, a lot of people were excited to see a real wife. And it was kind of messed up, but I think I was one of those people initially. That's why I never really watched all the seasons, because the first episode of the first season, I was like, oh, let me see which one of my girls are going to represent. And then I turned it on. I'm like, huh? I don't know her. Who's that? So I think it was the same thing coming into my season. And then when people heard through the grapevine, like, she's really married, they were really interested in seeing what the lifestyle was like. Because I could give you the lifestyle. I'm still in it. We can give you that. It's just unfortunate that that's not what they want to show. So,
well, we're not going to take too much time. We want to get to know what's going on with Meeka now. We're not going to even focus on that no more. But it's just one last question I have to ask. Why didn't we get to see you on the previous season? You
know what? People ask me that all the time, and I got to tell you, one thing I learned is that some people will do anything for $1. I'm not one of them.
Well said, and like I said, we're not even going to focus on that anymore. Moving forward, like I know you said you had a lot of things into production now. What are some of the future endeavors that you and your husband have as y'all being a partner, having a partnership and things like that going into the future?
Well, Claxton Inc. was kind of born when we were married back in 2006. Like I said, I've always been into business, so once we started that, I kind of set it off with the real estate and was going really well with that. And then we moved from Atlanta, which is where we're headquartered. So I have a team on ground down there, but I'm one of those people, I like to stay busy, and I'm not busy if I'm not like feeling that money. So that's where the kids' clothing line came in, and we're partners and everything, but I do headline that because I can't really see him picking out material. It's just real crazy. I don't even want him doing that, so we just leave him and let him do him. So then, like I said, I encouraged him to kind of come together and find something that we both could do, but he kind of streamlined and headline, and that's where Claxton Productions came in, and we're working on our first feature, indie feature, which is 7:30, and it's starring Jamal Willard, who played Notorious, and we got some good people in there. It's gonna be dope. It'll be out this summer, so
we definitely appreciate you taking the time to actually do the cover and grace us with your presence for the cover of Vocab. We definitely had this in the works for a while now. We finally got it done. Went through a lot, but we finally got it done. It's like a breath of fresh air right now. We finally got it done. But you're swagging out right now with Dramatic Fanatic on. I know you had some other people.
Yeah, I'm loving him right now. That's my new boo right now.
Absolutely. So how was the shoot for you, working with Vocab? We enjoyed working with you. We hope the feelings are mutual.
Man, y'all were hard. No, you guys were great. No, I did. I enjoyed it. I wish we had more time to get some of Dramatic's, pieces, more of his pieces, because they were sick. We're in one of them right now, but you'll see. A lot of the other looks were great, but even the ones you didn't get to see were so bananas that I wish we all could really see them. So, that's the only thing. I wish there was more time, but, only 24 hours in a day.
Everything happened with a purpose, and Meeka is gonna still be here. Vocab is gonna be here, and we definitely gonna do that follow-up interview. But you know, for some of the, like, let me say, for the maybe 4 or 5 people that don't know who you are out there, and is getting more in tune with you now and wanna, you know, get more in touch.
That show is huge. I think everybody. You know, I'm all over the place. I don't even know if you guys know American Girl. You know what that is? Okay, I'm an American Girl with my daughters. And for those of you who are out of New York City and don't know what American Girl is, it's like that $200 doll. You go in there, the doll has a hair salon. It's just crazy. But the majority of the customers are, you know, middle-aged, older white women, and they're very young daughters. And they were like, "Are you Meeka from Basketball Wives?" I kid you not. And I was like, "What are you doing watching that show?"
Yeah, everybody's watching.
Like, what are you doing watching that show? They said that that's their guilty pleasure. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and that's why I said the 5 people in the world that don't know who you are. But you know, I know they be looking at this, and if they don't know who you are, I know they want to get to know more about you and more about what you're doing. So you want to open up any of your social outlets to where they can get more in tune with Meeka Claxton?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, follow me on Twitter at Meeka Claxton. Like me on Facebook, Meeka Claxton. And follow me on Instagram at Meeka C. So, you know, get to see me all the time.
But we ain't going to hold you up much longer. But before we do go, I do want to ask you your beauty, swag, and fashion. That's our slogan, and you possess all of those right now. So we want to get into what you wear to keep yourself comfortable, some of the designers that you like to keep yourself comfortable, or looking good, or even high fashion when you're going out on your leisure time.
Well, I like to say I'm just straight New York. You'll see me rummaging through little boutiques, but then at the same time, I'm all through the little vintage stores. I like to mix it up a lot. I'm a big graphics tees, ripped up tee girl, denim, but gotta stay in stilettos. I think that's my secret to anything, some stilettos. It makes your legs look great. So that's like, you know, that's my thing. I mean,
so definitely gonna let you go, and I want to say thank you for your time. And we're looking forward to that cover, and it was definitely a great shoot. And as always, I'm your host, Mr. Vocab TV for Vocab TV, Vocab Magazine, Meeka Claxton. Get more in tune with Meeka, the Businesswoman of the Year. I'm predicting it for 2013 from now. Businesswoman of the Year. You heard it first at Vocab Magazine, where beauty, swag, and fashion is always our lifestyle. We just want to make it yours. Until next time, peace.